Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette on Earth. Today I'm on Earth, and today I have a pack of American Spirit Greys with me. As such, I have decided to experience smoking a cigarette on Earth, which is something I've done many times before. Not just like a handful of times, not even just like maybe 10 or 12 times. I've done this more than a couple hundred times. In fact, I've done this more than a couple thousand times. In fact, I've done this more than 10,000 times. I have smoked a lot of cigarettes on Earth during my time on Earth, I'll acknowledge. And I've lived on Earth for my entire life. So yeah, I've smoked a lot of cigarettes here, but I've never actually made a video dedicated to simply smoking a cigarette on Earth. I've made a video dedicated to smoking a cigarette in like different areas around the world, but not actually on the world itself. As such, that's exactly what I'm doing today. Today, I'm simply going to be smoking a cigarette on Earth. And man, let me tell y'all what, I am glad to be smoking a cigarette on Earth today because Earth has the ideal atmosphere to smoke cigarettes on. I mean, like, imagine trying to smoke cigarettes on Mars or the moon. It's just not going to work because there's just not enough of an atmosphere to make it where your cigarette is going to work, kind of thing. And imagine just trying to breathe in general. If you're just outside trying to catch a quick smoke, you're probably just going to suffocate because there's just not that much oxygen in the atmosphere. Thankfully, though, on Earth, not only can we actually survive because of our atmosphere, but we can also light up cigarettes and smoke them due to the composition of our atmosphere. I mean, like some planets, they might have like a great atmosphere and stuff like that, but all of the elements are all kind of messed up and maybe there's like a ton of oxygen in the atmosphere. And so if you step outside to light up a cigarette on one of those planets, you're just gonna flick the lighter and you're just gonna go up in flames, kind of thing. And so is your cigarette and so are you. That doesn't sound like a very good experience. Man, let me just let me just put it this way. Let me just tell you what, let me just put it this way. I am very glad that I am going to be smoking a cigarette on Earth today. Let me just put it that way. I need a cigarette, though. I could definitely go for a little bit of a cigarette. So let's go ahead and get my pack of American Spirit Greys all opened up. Let's get one of the cigarettes inside all out. And, you know, without further ado, let's go ahead and get my lighter out of my pocket. And let's go ahead and, well, get to smoking a cigarette on Earth. Yeah, that's all that's going on. I'm just going to be smoking a cigarette on Earth today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get smoking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Probably didn't need to light that cigarette for as long as I did. But you know, you can never be too careful. Got to make sure, get the cigarette fully lit for the optimal smoking experience. And you know, if I'm going to be on Earth, on the birthplace of tobacco, I had might as well make sure that my cigarettes are going to always smoke the best they possibly can. And so as such, I might as well light for a little bit longer than maybe I think I need to ensure that my cigarette is properly lit up, to ensure that I get the best smoking experience possible. I'm just imagining, though, we should put a billboard in space that says, Earth, the birthplace of tobacco. And then we make the Earth into one giant smoke shop. Nah, I actually don't really like that idea now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not that big of a fan of commodifying Earth to that large degree. Tobacco Museum, on the other hand, I like that. Earth, the birthplace of tobacco, the museum. Just imagine. I don't know why there's not already a billboard in space that says that. There really should be, frankly put. Like, we need a giant neon sign in space that says, open. The new Earth Tobacco Museum. Just imagine looking up at the sky. Well, actually, we wouldn't be able to see it from Earth because, well, we would be able to see it from Earth, but we'd see the back of it because it would be in orbit. And it would be like a semi-Dyson ring. It would be a Dyson panel, I think is really the right way of putting it, kind of thing. And we could have multiple Dyson panels. Isn't that the right way of putting it? Because there's a Dyson sphere, there's a Dyson ring, and then there's a Dyson panels. So we could do Dyson panels. And for context, Dyson panels, they are... Well, Dyson panels actually... Those just rotate. There's nothing in this... Well, no, there's the sun in the center. But I guess we could do miniature Dyson panels. Okay, so for context, a Dyson sphere is a sphere that goes all the way around a sun. A Dyson ring is a ring that goes all the way around a sun. And Dyson panels are panels that go all the way around the sun. And generally speaking, in a Dyson ring, you have Dyson panels on the inside of the ring to give you a day-night cycle so you don't, like, burn and stuff like that kind of thing. So stuff doesn't get too hot. And you can also put solar panels on those Dyson panels to generate basically infinite electricity and stuff like that kind of thing. And since the Dyson panels themselves are outside of the atmosphere, you don't have to deal with atmospheric effects kind of thing. You don't have to deal with the atmosphere affecting how potent the sunlight is that actually reaches the solar panels. So it's actually just that much more efficient, to my understanding at least. So we could make a miniature Dyson panel ring around the Earth and put billboards on those Dyson panels advertising Earth as a tobacco museum. Yeah, I think that makes sense, honestly. I think that makes sense. I mean, like, why not, right? Although, honestly, that might not be such a great idea. I do think advertising Earth as a museum is a better idea than advertising it as a smoke shop. But should we be advertising our existence to begin with? That's the question. Intelligent life could be out there. I don't doubt that there is life out there. We are not a one-off example. It's improbable that we are a one-off example. But life itself probably exists. The question is, does intelligent life exist? Intelligence is not a key factor to living. That's just the frank put how it goes kind of thing. Frankly put, how it goes. Intelligence is not a key factor for living. There's plenty of bacteria that have been around for many, many, many millennia that don't need any form of intelligence other than existing to survive. We are a product of our environment, and our environment wanted us to get more intelligent, to succeed more, to live more, and so we are intelligent due to that. But it's also statistically improbable that the same thing hasn't happened on other planets, and that another civilization is at the same level that we are, if not a higher level. But is that civilization going to really be friendly? Are they really going to want to be pals with us? That's the question. That's the question. Should we really be advertising the Earth as a tobacco museum? And should we just be advertising our existence to begin with? We've sent plenty of things out into space, some of which have breached the solar system. Those items, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, and many other probes out there, statistically speaking, it's almost impossible for them to be found. But if they are found, their trajectory can be calculated and tracked back down to Earth. Should we be advertising our existence? I think there's arguments for and against it. Personally, I believe that we don't know enough yet. We are not at the level yet to want to advertise our existence. We might reach that in another couple thousand, 10,000, 100,000, million years. And at that point, humanity will be very different. But even at that point, could we argue for advertising? Just because at that point we might be much more of a powerhouse as a species. Some other species might be more of a powerhouse. There's arguments for and against it. But either way, the fact of the matter remains that Earth is the birthplace of tobacco. And that is a wonderful thing. And the fact of the matter remains that today I'm smoking a cigarette on Earth. And I gotta admit, it's a wonderful thing to do. I'm having a great experience today. I'm getting a nice buzz. And I gotta admit, it's beautiful out here. It's gorgeous. The sun is setting. I'm seeing the clouds in the sky, seeing some jet trails. It is beautiful out here. And I think that's all there was to my cigarette. And so I think that's all there was to this video. Did I successfully smoke a cigarette on Earth today? I'd have to say that I did. And I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, like and subscribe for more videos if you would like to see more videos like this one. And of course, make sure to check out everything in the description down below. And till the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one.